Welcome to Rensselaer Field in East Hartford, Connecticut. A late-season clash, one that could have huge stakes and could be a determining factor in how this season is remembered. Week 11 in EA Sports College Football. UConn will deliver the opening kickoff and will get this game going. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. From the gun, give on the inside. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Good timing on the quick out. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Nice move there. All right, guys, let's look big picture at James Madison. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in. Maybe some room here. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. The Dukes are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Keller. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Dukes getting set on 1st and 10. Going to the running game. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
It's complete on the right side. And they pick up just a few on that completion. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Going the other way, and he's got room. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
And that's something you're always worried about. The first drive, it's a good play by the defense, but you're worried about your freshman settling in a tough environment on the road, the crowd going bananas. Palmer, he makes the early mistake, and I look forward to watching this kid. How does he respond to some early adversity?
Yeah, he hasn't played in a lot of environments like this throughout his career, there's no question. So this is obviously a major challenge. If I'm the head coach now and pulling him aside and I'm saying, hey, listen, interceptions are going to happen. Let's get that one out of the way now. Let's learn from it. Let's move forward. But as a play caller, you got to help this young quarterback out. Now, you have to run the ball. You got to find him some easy completions to get his confidence back.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now the offense will back it up 5 and try it on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes a connection. Run out of bounds at about the 30-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Going to the run, it's Christian. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Under fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Bringing the heat. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got a man. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead as we get a look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Picks up the first down. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Dukes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. He now has 63 yards rushing in this one and closing in on 1,800 yards for the season. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Still third down, but more ground to cover. There's a little room there. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Dukes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Using the quick game. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. 5 yards away from another third down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. It's complete to the left. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4. Tries to get it on the ground. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
4th and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on 4th and short.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Dukes line it up with a 1st and goal. Off play action. Trying to barrel in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown.
Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, Dukes! And the extra point makes it 7-3. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead down 7-3. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Christian. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to him on the ground. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. UConn will have to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Turning it on! He's got 98 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got the back over the middle. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Dukes will hustle to the line.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football.
He's going to fire deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They just keep firing. Now improvising. Got his man on the right. Still running at the 40. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Got it in the middle, it's Keller. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Handoff from the gun. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. And the Dukes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third. Makes a catch. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Big fella moving. Into the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Gonna run it. It's Christian. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the Northwestern Wildcats.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. UConn going back to work on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Rushes on him. And they got him.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. Can they catch him? He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Duke's offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. Oh, he's got some space. Got enough for the first. He now has 115 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Got it behind the line. It's Harrison. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On third down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. 6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UConn offense goes back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like...
There he goes! Got enough for the first. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give on the option. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. Sweet cut there. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. The inside handoff. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Now they're going to throw it. He's going to take off. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. The Dukes are moving quickly down the field. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Makes it past the marker. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. And the Dukes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The give on the inside. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Trying to make magic with it. It's a fumble. Oh, unfortunate to get that one back, and as an added bonus, they get the first down. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Final stand. We'll start with the first down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Just not enough leg on that kick. He wasn't able to clear the crossbar.
And here comes the Connecticut offense ready to go to work. Rides the option, he keeps it. Might have a chance. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. The sure hands, it's Porter. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Huskies have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Slips a tap, breaks into the open. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. UConn quick to the line.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I would love it on that play.
And they're able to get him on the ground.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul.
When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. UConn comes to the line with a first and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Christian. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, UConn! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he added the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. At the 40, there he goes. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they sack at the 47.
Well, the offense getting a little bit greedy. I think they had an explosive play the play prior. They decided to try to pile on, throw the ball right away, but the defense was ready for it. What a great job up front, defeating the block and getting the sack, creating a negative play.
They'll try to move the chains on this third and long from the 50. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. The Dukes will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line and really put this offense in a hole. The run inside. It's Christian. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Oh my goodness, he's still moving. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Leaves it with the back. There's some room. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. This time he wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end.
Well, bad news he didn't get the first down there. The good news, though, he got out of bounds, stopped the clock. They still have 1 timeout, so there's a lot of time still in this 2-minute situation to march down the field and get a score.
Quickly complete. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. Running inside, it's Christian. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the right. Turning it on! And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. He goes right back to the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Back to pass on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Makes the grab. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Huskies.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
Oh, he's got a chance. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. Back to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on second and long. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the fourth quarter, one-possession games, the QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Oh, they're after him. First down and more. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss. And he's just going to spike it. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. This for the lead and very likely the win. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And this one to put them on top, and it is getting late. The official says no good. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied.
You wonder if mechanically something is off with this kicker. That's now his second missed field goal of the day. And guys, we've got almost perfect conditions to kick the football. I'm not sure what's going on.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Here's the pressure. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. We'll get it started here in overtime. They'll send the tight end in motion.
Ready, go!
On the run, it's Christian. Picks up the first down. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some room.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. 3rd and goal, and you really hate to settle for a field goal with the first possession in an overtime period. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they've regained the lead. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Dukes want to crank the tempo. From the gun, the running back looking for room.